Hi, my beautiful people. My name's Stephanie. I'm a universal channeler. I'm a psychic. I love reading tarot and oracle cards and so much more. I wanted to come on and do a little, story time, I guess you could say. As you might be able to tell, maybe, I'm in the hospital right now. And just this year, I've been hospitalized like 4 or 5 times. Literally every month, I've been in the hospital. And the last 2 times, it's been like a week. Like right now, I've been here since Friday, and today is Thursday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday. Anyway, I'm very obese, as you might be able to tell a little bit. I usually don't show my whole body on camera, but anyway, I keep getting cellulitis in my legs. My legs are very big, they're very filled with fluid, and obviously I know I need to lose weight, that's without question. And having a food addiction my whole life is very difficult to overcome, you know. I've had many addictions throughout my life. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was addicted to opiates, and that lasted a few years until I got pregnant with my son, and then I quit everything. And unfortunately, after I had my son, I had to have an emergency C-section. And obviously, coming out of that surgery, they put me back on pain meds. So for another year to a year and a half, I was addicted to opiates yet again once I had my son. And then I finally had enough, and I went to like a program to get off of the opiates, and I've been clean and sober from the opiates ever since. And it's been about 10 years or so, almost 10 years. So that's incredible, you know, and I don't ever have to touch opiates again unless, like, God forbid, something crazy happened and I had to, but, you know, I can stay away from it. It's a lot easier because I don't have to see it every day. I don't have to deal with it every day. And I also quit my e-cig, my nicotine vape, like over a year ago, and been so, you know, completely off of that ever since. But again, like I said, I don't ever have to go back to it. I don't have to look at it. I don't have to deal with it. So it's much easier to overcome and to quit something like that when you don't have to deal with it anymore. But with food, obviously I have to eat in order to survive and live and keep, you know, living. It's not something I can just quit and stay away from. So food is much harder to overcome. And especially when you live in a house full of people and they're constantly snacking or bringing in junk or whatever, you know, like, it's obviously not their fault. They can do what they want, but it makes it a lot harder, you know. And plus, like, in my family, we've always overindulged, you know what I mean? Like, we never put limits on our portions, or, you know, like, snacking, or, like, you know, indulging with treats or whatnot. So those are all things I had to teach myself. And, like, unlike what people might think, I don't just sit there and eat constantly all day. That is not something I've ever done, honestly. I was more of like a snacker, and the past like 5 years or so, I had a bad habit of like bringing snacks to bed and munching on snacks for a couple hours before I went to sleep. That was a big mistake because that packed on the pounds or kept them on. Well, it's been several months and I have not done that at all. I do not bring snacks to bed at all. I actually only have mints. I carry these mints when I go to bed, and I just chew on mints. That's it. Because being like an addict, and people who smoke cigarettes or who have vaped or whatever, they know that the hand to mouth like motion is a very addictive thing. So with these mints, I'll like chew on little pieces at a time, and it satisfies that craving so much. And it's a lot healthier than snacking on food or vaping or whatever it is, you know. So with food, it's been an uphill battle. Like, I'm still not where I want to be, you know. Like, I'm trying to be authentic and vulnerable and just share my story, because like it's not easy being heavy and being addicted to food. And you know, like, I still have a sweet tooth. Like, I want to, mostly it's like after supper, I would love to have something chocolate usually, you know. And it's like, do I need it? No, of course not. But I've tried changing the habit to where it's a little something, a little bit of something instead of a whole whatever. It just, anyway, I'm just kind of rambling, but I know how people feel. Sometimes we often feel alone, like nobody understands what we're going through. But I'm here to say that I do understand. And if you've faced addictions, I completely understand where you're coming from. I've been there, and it's not easy. And, you know, we are powerful and strong, and we can overcome anything. We just have to shift our mindset. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to be our own best advocate and set boundaries for ourselves. We have to have discipline for and within us, you know. Like, we have to fight for ourselves and treat our body like the temple that it is, and know that we are strong, we are powerful, we are magical beings, and we can truly shift our mindset and start focusing on what we want to create, instead of all of our flaws, or, oh my god, I've gained 5 pounds, or oh my god, I ate that piece of pizza yesterday and now I'm, you know, bloated, or whatever it is. Like, focus on what you can create, focus on what you can change, and focus on the good, focus on the positive things that you can, you know, manifest, and that you can create, and that you can work on. You have the power within you to do anything you ever wanted. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you feel called, like, follow, share, comment. Follow me on Instagram, starseed_mama11, and follow me, well, subscribe to my YouTube. I love you guys. It's Stephanie K818, and you guys are amazing, and I am so, so grateful for you. And I just saw 8:01 on the timer, so divine confirmation. Anyway, I love you guys. If you're still here and you're resonating with this if you're still here and you're resonating with this video, please comment sunflower or a yellow flower in the comments. I love you guys so much. Bye for now, beautiful people.